They say the most powerful ghosts don't rattle chains. They ride horses through the hills of Jalisco, where the law is afraid to follow. His name wasn't always a whisper. Before he was the ghost, he was a man. Born in a village so small it didn't have a name, just a dusty spot on the map. His hands weren't born holding gold-plated rifles. They were calloused, picking coffee beans under a sun that felt like a personal grudge. But a man can only feed his family. Dirt for so long before he decides to taste the blood of the empire. He started small, a street vendor in California, selling hot dogs to Americans who wouldn't look him in the eye. He saw the American dream, but he didn't want to live in it. He wanted to own the land it was built on. So he went home. And when he went home, he didn't just join a cartel. He built an army, not of soldiers, but of entrepreneurs. He took the poison the world demanded and turned it into a river of gold so deep, governments drowned in it. He didn't fight the system. He became the system. He became the architect of a shadow economy bigger than the country itself. They called him El Mencho, the most wanted man on the planet, a king with $1 billion price on his head, who slept in the open air because no roof felt safe. The Mexican army, the DEA, they threw everything at the shadows. Drones, satellites, an army of 100,000 men. They spent more money looking for him than some countries spend on their entire future. And for years, nothing, just rumors. He was dying. He was healthy. He was in Russia. He was 10 feet away from you. He became a myth, a ghost story told by soldiers around campfires to scare each other. But here's the thing about ghosts. They eventually have to go back to the dirt. The whispers say he didn't die from a bullet. They say the king of the invisible empire was finally brought down by something he couldn't buy, couldn't fight, and couldn't run from. The one thing that hunts us all quietly in the dark. They say his body finally failed him. Far from any hospital deep in the mountains he once ruled, no fanfare, no prison cell. Just the silence of the earth he came from, swallowing him whole. So where is he now? Officially, the government won't say. Unofficially, the cartels still pay tribute to a ghost. They say on quiet nights in the villages he grew up in, the old women cross themselves. Not because they fear the man, but because they swear they can still feel him watching, waiting. And the most terrifying part? If the whispers are true, the king is dead. But in Mexico, the king's shadow, that never dies,